Yeah, what's up? What's good? What's poppin'? Scrap Pearl was really good, dude. It's your man Theo Butler and Daggum. You know, I was just talking to myself. I thought I had went live. That is not what I did. I was talking to myself. What's going on, Big Ronnie? What's going on, Big Ronnie in the building and everything like that? I got more energy this time around. Before we begin, like, share, subscribe. You like, leave a comment. If you don't like, leave a constructive comment. We're going to try something a little different this evening. Today's episode of I Ain't Saying, I'm Just Saying with the Rock With Me Nation is brought to you by the fine folks at International Delight. Today's flavor is white chocolate raspberry, and let me just tell you, it's making it do what it do. Yes, it is. But we in here. Y'all see the title? Man, I be feeling slow sometimes. Groovy Fee is in the building. What's going on, Groovy? What's going on? I think y'all going to enjoy tonight's show. We got a fine list of topics and everything like that. I think you're going to find it enjoyable. I find it enjoyable. I do. But I better since I chose the topics, right? So we have been looking at a lot of stuff here lately. We've been looking at a lot of stuff here lately in regards to Black Panther, Dr. Eve Ewing's run, Ultimate Black Panther with Mr. Brian Hill. Thank you so much, Mr. Brian Hill. You making it do what it do in 2 comics. Boy, look at making it do what it do. And then we got Spider-Punk coming up, right? We're going to have T'Challa. I think it's Earth 838 or whatever. That's going to be nice. I'm still trying to figure out how that dude wound up looking like me and my brother D-Real at the same time. And what else Black Panther Blood Hunt. We got a lot going on. Like you would think this is a great time to be a Black Panther fan. You would. Unless you're looking for something along the lines of consistency. Consistency. But then depending on how old you are, exactly what does that consistency look like? That's a loaded question in and of itself as a fan of Black Panther, right? Right. It is. That question gets even more full if you're writing Black Panther. I'm going to slide over this way because I notice I keep leaning. I don't like leaning. Really correct my posture. I'm looking at the camera and everything. I'm like, Theo, why you keep leaning to that side? Because you're trying to sit in that gap. So sit in the gap. I'm in the gap. It's just that the camera is over to this side. Anyway, that's not the point of the video. So I started looking at stuff. And y'all know, before we begin, like I said, like, share, subscribe. Question. 2-3 weeks ago, was Dr. Eve Ewing's run coming to an end? That was the question. It was. Now, nobody said anything. And when I say nobody said anything, to me, because I be wanting to come from the source. I be wanting to come from the source. I ain't really trying to hear, and I know y'all like Theo. No, I mean, like, this gonna sound awkward. This gonna sound weird. I don't trust everybody in the industry. I don't. So I just need the right people to say it, and I wasn't really getting that. But I did tell y'all that my favorite 2 characters, T'Challa, Bruce Wayne, intellectuals. Right. Okay. So you know me. If that's what that is, that's what that is, right? So I sit back and I just watch stuff. Everything that you see ain't meant to be spoken on. It's not. And so I don't speak on everything that I see. I do see a lot though. Well, what do we see? Well, we see on Marvel Fandom where it has issue 11, but issue 11 isn't highlighted where you can click on it. You can go to, I think, Comic Geeks or whatever, and it says the last issue and everything like that. But you want more. I do. I'm not subject just to, I need more. Not really getting anything from Dr. Eve Ewing. I didn't holler at CB Cebulski quite a few times. I guess he just got a Twitter page. He don't check it. No response whatsoever. Nothing. So I'm sitting back and I'm saying, he just got a Twitter page. He don't check it. What's going on? We got my brother Afro. What's going on? Can't stay long. 30 minutes tops. Okay, that's what's up. Appreciate you, Afro. Thank you for stopping by. We got my brother Kamoyo in the building. That is the president of the Black Panther fan group. Y'all make sure y'all holler at him and everything like that. So I sit back and I look at stuff. I'm like, okay, What's really good in the hood? Blood Hunt starts in May. You say Blood Hunt start in May. That's what you say, May. It's February right now, right? So Dr. Eve Ewing's run, issue 10 would be coming out March. So you would miss 1 month, and then you got Blood Hunt. Now we've seen this before. I was talking to my brother D-Real just last night. We saw this play out last year. We saw Sins of Sinister. You had X-Men Red. It paused for 4 issues. Sins of Sinister, the Aurora, Storm thing, that took place for like 4 issues. It did. And then X-Men Red picked right back up again. Like, that's a possibility. But then, and shout out once again to Grand Madam Tarot, making it do what it do. You did pop up in the latest issue of Black Panther. Shout out to the Rock With Me Nation, making it do what it do. And I'm going to read her letter here. Also going to read her letter again when I review the comic book. But we always shouting out members of the Rock With Me Nation when they making it do what it do. So we get here, which is crazy. Let me tell you what the foreword is. Bitty Banter. Welcome back to Bitty Banter. This is the penultimate issue before the thrilling finale of this volume. Wordplay. Wordplay. Because they didn't say of the comic, they said of this volume, which means that would mean the end of volume 1 or the end of volume 10, right? Right. Now, what does that mean exactly? Well, in comic books, normally what winds up happening, a volume, when you change volumes, you start with another number 1 issue. That's what you do. We've seen volumes get all the way up in the 2s and the 300s. Well, this is going to be the end of this volume, i.e., based on the wording, there'll be another volume after this. But let's keep reading. This is the penultimate issue before the thrilling finale of this volume, which means that this is also the penultimate issue of our letters column. Thanks again to everyone who has written and so far to share their thoughts about the run. Come back next month to find out what happens to Inyobi, Alenia, Kivuma, Besa, Black Panther, and the rest. And in the meantime, here's Eve L. Ewing with more of your letters. Go right on over to First Letters Grand Madam Tarot, i.e. Carol Smith Rhea. I am thoroughly enjoying this series about T'Challa. When this series ends, will there be another series? I am new to the Black Panther comics and I'm really getting into them along with the Avengers run. I like Eve's writing style. It's sharp, clear, and easy to follow. She also follows Black Panther canon. I pre-ordered the 6th issue and should have received it today. I can't wait to sit back and chill with the Black Panther, even though I'm 69 years old. I feel so young reading the comics. Thank you, Carol Smith Reed. That's what it's all about right there. Connecting everybody. Yeah, connecting fandom. That's what that's all about right there. Connecting fandom. It don't matter if you're 69 or you're 6. You're a Black Panther fan, man. Come on in. That's what I'm talking about. That's what I'm talking about. Now, let's read the response. Hello, Miss Carol. Wow. Thank you for this sweet note. Sharp, clear, and easy to follow. Yes, it is. Yes, it is. Is a great compliment to any writer. As for following canon, that's where the research part of the job is fun for me. And Dr. Eve Ewing, let me just say, you have not disappointed. I'm glad that the comics make you feel young, but still honored to know that you bring a lifetime of wisdom to your reading. Thanks for writing. Didn't answer the question. Did not answer the question. But at the end of the letters column, hey, true believer. When they say that, I always hear Stanley in my head. Hey, true believer, next month is your last chance to get your letters answered. So write in to mheroes@marvel.com and mark your letters okay to print. All right. Okay. Well, safe to say, issue 10 is going to be it for that volume. Does that mean we do not have another Black Panther comic coming? No, no. Quite the contrary. As I alluded to, we got Blood Hunt coming. So let me do this. I'll take this information here. Y'all know how we get down. Rock with me, Nation. Recast T'Challa, Black Panther fan group. We'll take this information and share it in the chat. Because, like we say, if you know us, grow us, and if you know, sharing is caring. So let me get this information right here. Let me copy that. Come right here. Put this bad boy on the chat. Slide that bad puppy on in the chat. Make sure I keep up with these notes while y'all get with that. Let's see here. Come on, your kid is in the building. Ronnie, hey, Mr. Theo, do you know if the series of Blood Hunt comic books will be just a limited run or will it be an ongoing series? Limited. LY. I think my Sesame Street fans gonna get that joke. Our grand madam is so awesome. Yes, she is. She's making it do what it do. She is making it do what it do. Keita. Miss Keita's in the building. So my brother D-Real took the liberty of covering this solicit. But what I will do is I will go back and revisit it. And I'm going to point out some key things here that I found to be interesting. You know, some stuff that folks may have just glossed over. So Black Panther Blood Hunt transforms T'Challa into a vampire. Can't really have that going on while we got Dr. Eve Ewing's run, right? Right. Something got to pause, right? He's going to be a vampire. Okay. All right. There's some good coffee. Raspberry vanilla. Come on, somebody. So Miss Keita is greeting everybody in the room. So this May, Black Panther headlines his own Blood Hunt tie-in series from writer Cheryl Lynn Eaton and artist Fareed Karami. Now, I just want everybody to know, if I'm not mistaken, we have not gotten clarification yet, but I believe Ultimate Black Panther to be a limited series as well. But I'm still waiting on clarification and everything like that. We're going to continue on. And this article right here is as of February 12, 2004. When Blood Hunt kicks off this May, no place in the Marvel Universe will be safe from the vampire's invasion, not even the proud nation of Wakanda. Wow. Fought off the Skrulls. And fought off the King in Black. Fought them folks off doing Empire. It's crazy. So you're saying Dracula getting in this time? Okay, all right. Been around for a minute. But okay, all right. Spinning directly out of the startling developments of Jed McKay and Pepe Larraz's Blood Hunt comes Black Panther Blood Hunt, a 3-issue event tie-in series written by Cheryl Lynn Eaton, Marvel's Voices, and drawn by Fareed Karami, Venom, Lethal Protection. 3 issues. So we got May, June, and July. I don't know what's going on in August. I would like to think by September, going back in. Black Panther Blood Hunt sees the recently exiled T'Challa. So this is canon. This is canon. The recently exiled T'Challa finally returning to Wakanda's capital city, the Golden City. He ain't been there in a minute. He ain't been there. We ain't been there. He did not go there during Dr. Eve Ewing's entire run unless he go in there issue 10. He ain't been there. Only he now serves a different nation entirely. The Vampire Nation. One of the vampire's first, but certainly not last victims, T'Challa. Wow. First. What bad is that? Because she don't really play well with others when it comes to him. I'm just because we doing this whole research thing with Bass and everything like that. She don't really get down like that. Like who hollered at her? Where's she at? Cause for him to be subdued, she got to be subdued. Like I don't mean no harm. I ain't trying to be that person, but it ain't as easy as what you're trying to make it seem like. Cause the whole heart-shaped herb is his connection to Bass. He still got a connection to Bass. I know we ain't seen her since Ta-Nehisi Coates. That's not her fault. That's not her fault. And I'm, pun intended, I'm a student of the game when it comes to Wakanda. All things Wakanda. You see, I'm out here in these streets, the Wakanda streets. I'm at the Biddy, right? Burning I'm all over the place. Burning Xana. I'm the Intergalactic Empire. I'm all around the place. So when you say I got questions, he one of the first. It's crazy. He was one of the last, even in the What If cartoon. Like you couldn't turn him. So not you couldn't turn him then. And Wanda was literally munching on this dude, which in the bite should have been enough to turn anybody. She couldn't turn him. So you got to show Bast out the game. You got to show Bast is out of the game. Like you got to show whoever Dracula worship, you got to show Bast being chained. Like that's what that is at the end of the day. Cause she don't play that. Like this ain't Captain America. This ain't Peter Parker. This dude is covered. Like that's okay. I'm gonna go back. I hope I gave a compelling argument as to why this should be this they got to tell a story to make it possible. I'm hoping I laid it out there. I hope I made it make sense. Okay. So one of the vampire's first, but certainly not last victims, T'Challa finds himself caught in, I bet he does, finds himself caught in a soul-crushing struggle between protecting his people from his new brothers and satisfying his new overpowering thirst for blood. You know, I'm gonna come back up. I'm gonna hit these. I'm gonna come back. I'm gonna come to these notes first. I'm gonna come back up to these notes. Everybody greeting each other. I hate these comics. Event comics, most are awful. Will avoid bloodline or blood hunt. Listen, I'm just out here in these streets. I'm trying to make it do what it do. Pam Entertainment telling, what's going on, Miss Pam? Congratulations. I see you doing big things, young lady. Miss Pam is what y'all. Don't be sleeping on Miss Pam. Miss Pam be coming through. Like Pam had a memory drive. Man, Miss Pam. Keep up with entertainment news, Miss Pam. She right there. About to go into the movies. Okay, well, you go ahead and go on into the movies, young lady. You going on into the movie. D. Steezel, Rock Whippy Nation moderators in the building. Now, some of y'all don't know that's the security guard. That he would be my Zuri. He would be my Zuri. So and not the Zuri from the movies. Not the Zuri from the movies. No, he's the Zuri from the comics. And that Zuri is short on a long conversation. So watch how you talk. Watch how you talk. Oh, yeah, we're gonna make it do what it do. We're gonna keep up with these notes, keep it going. I'm gonna come right back to that. Let's see here. Everybody's greeting each other. I like that, man. Everybody. I called it too. I said T'Challa might be in an event of a few weeks back. Yep, you sure did. Vampire T'Challa. Hey, do you keep that vampire? Maybe Blade will jump in. Pam be on point. Yes, she do. Yes, she does. Pam is on point. So we getting back to this. Threatening his legacy as king. He's an emperor. He's an emperor. I know. He been an emperor for over a year now. I'm sorry. I didn't forget. I did. It's like forgetting my name. I didn't forget. Threatening his legacy as king, as well as his deep connection with the Panther god. Y'all see, this is my first time reading the article. You heard where I was just a few minutes ago. Like, I don't even know how this is gonna go down. you better tell this story right. You better tell it right. You better tell him is in the building. You better tell this story right. So let me go back. Threatening his legacy as king, as well as his deep connection with the Panther god, T'Challa reluctantly embarks on a quest from the vampire overlord to find an ancient power. In the process, he'll unearth long buried secrets about Wakanda's own secret history with creatures of the night, as Eden and Karami introduce new blood-sucking villains inspired by real African legend and mythology. Say here unearth. You say here unearth. Long buried secrets. You say long buried secrets about Wakanda's own history. Y'all remember the progenitors, Ta-Nehisi Coates? Okay. That was a secret. That was a secret. It was a secret. Some of y'all didn't like that. Some of y'all didn't like that. That was a secret. Yeah, that was a Wakanda secret. That's what it was. Okay. Wakanda's own secret history. Yeah, that was definitely a secret history. Long buried secrets about Wakanda's own secret history about creatures of the night. About creatures of the night. That's crazy. Creatures of the night. You know, ain't none of the progenitors look human, i.e., they look like creatures of the night, the progenitors. Though folks that did not like Ta-Nehisi Coates run, it was a secret, right? It's a long buried Wakanda secret. It was long, because you didn't know, I didn't know. T'Challa didn't know. But Ramunda didn't know. Nobody from Wakanda knew. Anybody know that was a long buried secret, right? And they do look like creatures of the night. They don't look. I mean, I guess you could call them fairy, but we got fairy tale creatures that look like creatures. Okay, well, okay, all right. Secret history. And you say they knew. And you say they inspired by real African. Okay, you know what? I ain't mad at none of that. 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 I ain't mad. They finna give me some new. Crazy. You know who else gave me some new? Dr. Eve Ewing gave me some new. I ain't mind her new. I did. I ain't mind her new at all. I ain't mind her new at all. Somebody else gave me some new. That dude that wrote the story before her, John Ridley. Y'all make sure y'all talk about him like a dog until he able to come to the microphone, because he still got to run us to one. I feel like at the end of the day, you went that hard in the paint. You got to run us to one in regards to that conversation. So yeah, excuse me, in regards to that. So he gave us some new. Some of us feel some type of way about the new that he gave us. I like Amalolo. I like Prime Minister Folasar. I do. I like Prime Minister Folasar's assistant. I do. I even like Tosin. I do. I do not like Jai. I don't. You keep him where he at. Did not like what he did, but he gave us some new news. What I'm saying. Well, Ta-Nehisi Coates gave us some new. He did. He gave us some new. Ta-Nehisi Coates. Jonathan Mayberry gave us some new. He did. Gave us some new. He did. Going down this line here and everything like that. Let me see here. They gave us the most dangerous man alive. That was some new. Gave me Vlad the Impaler. That was some new. It was, let me see here. Reginald Hudley. He gave me some new. He did. Gave me some new. Gave me some new. I did. Appreciate that. Good look. Let me see who. Christopher Priest. He gave me some new. He did. Gave me some new. I appreciate that. Good looking. Give me some new. Give me some new. Let me see. And I guess if we're going to go back to his 4-issue comic book series, that was some new. It was The Supremacists. Ain't seen or heard from him again. That was some new. And then if we go all the way back to Marvel 2-in-1 or Marvel Spotlight or Jungle Action, we got some new, right? You know what we don't get? You know what we don't get in the midst of all that new? No continuity. Characters being established. We don't. It out with the old, in with the new. It's with every damn writer. And oh my God. And honestly, this ain't no shame. This ain't no shade. I can tell who started reading when. I can tell who started reading when. I can tell who started reading when, and I can tell how far you went back based on your talking points, based on your interest, based on your dislikes, based on your likes. Watch this. Low key based on your writing style. What was the title of the video? I'm gonna come back to the notes. I'm sorry, the article. Long live the king. Literally, while T'Challa has always been the height of human excellence, steering such a legendary character as he navigates a supernatural battlefield populated with gods and monsters. Long live the king. Literally, while T'Challa has always been the height of human excellence, steering such a legendary character as he navigates a supernatural battlefield populated with gods and monsters, all while adapting to a form and newfound powers unfamiliar to him. So you didn't read the Infinity Saga when he had the Infinity Gauntlet? What about when he was on the Silver Surfer surfboard? What about that? No. Okay. I'm gonna go back and start over. I'm gonna start over. Long live the king. Literally, while T'Challa has always been the height of human excellence, steering such a legendary character as he navigates a supernatural battlefield populated with gods and monsters, all while adapting to a form and newfound powers unfamiliar to him, has been a treat, Eaton said. T'Challa's royal status is not just Wakanda in nature, but vampiric as well. And I can't wait to explore both of those bloodlines. No pun intended. He's a werepanther or one of the Panthers. Once I read the script, I was delightfully surprised about where the story was going and how cool the tone and atmosphere were. Karami added, the Avengers Earth's Mightiest Heroes animated series. See what I just did? See what I did? Okay. The Avengers Earth's Mightiest Heroes animated series was my introduction to most of Marvel superheroes, and Black Panther was my favorite character there. The chance to draw T'Challa as a vampire battling other vampires and some African mythological demons in such an epic yet dark tale has been a dream come true. The solicit T'Challa the vampire, Black Panther has been transformed and tasked with carrying out a key mission, but even a dark transformation won't keep him from his duties to Wakanda. For better or for worse, see the horror that awaits T'Challa yourself on Andrew Sorrentino's Black Panther, Blood Hunt issue 1 cover. Who will bite it? Stay tuned later today and all week long for more Blood Hunt tie-in announcements. See. Okay, I'm gonna come back. I'm gonna come back. I'm gonna keep up with the notes. I'm gonna keep up with the notes because y'all rocking with me. Y'all could have been anywhere else. Y'all could have been anywhere else, but y'all here. So thank y'all so much. Grand Madam Taro, Grand Madam, we always talk about you, Grand Madam, when you're not here. Your letter and everything like that. Thank you so much for your contributions and everything. You did that the other day. D-Real talked about you and you was late. I just read the details of this yesterday. Also, this is why Eve does not have a book 11. The majority of the books will be paused for Blood Hunt. Facts. Wait, didn't Aurora reference to T'Challa having to learn some powers of his own when talking about the grandkids? You know, I really do understand what Danny Glover's character in Lethal Weapon meant when he said, "I'm getting too old for this." I'm getting too old for this. I'm getting too old for this. I'm gonna tell y'all where I'm going in a second. Grand, yeah, definitely. So basically, Black Panther Blood Hunt is black. Yep. 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 Officially, unofficially, officially. Yep. Yep. Basically, yep. Yep. Coates should have kept his secret. Ooh, but I love the energy y'all giving me. We want New Ridley gave us. Hey, man. Yeah, Grand Madam, we did shout you out though. We got you, Grand Madam. Thank you so much. Folasad is probably a secret villain. You know, based on the way issue 9 was written, I wouldn't be a bit surprised. I wouldn't be a bit surprised. Every time we got something new, the next writer ignored it. And there we go. There we go. I want King Solomon Frogs to come back. You sound like you read. Are you a comic book fan? you sound like, and you don't sound like you're a recent comic book fan. If you are a recent comic book fan, as in a recent Black Panther comic book fan, sound like you went way back. That's what it sounds like. It sounds like you went way back. That's what it sounds. That's what. Did you go? Are you a recent comic book fan who went way back, or are you a comic book fan from way back? It just sound like you a comic book fan. This all sound like you a comic book fan. No continuity is always a problem. Yes, it is. Yes, it is. Theo, well, actually, shout out to my acting coach, God, for blessing me with the ability to do that. He said, son, if you won't be able to do anything else, you'll be able to act a fool. And I always be like, you know what? That's the hardest role to play right there, fool. I can play the role of a fool. I can play any role out here. Appreciate it. I'm a star. What's going on? What's going on? BKNY is in the premises. New York. New York. Boogie down. BX. BK. Yes, I love all that. 3318 3rd Avenue. JHS 120. 10456. BX, what's good? What Fordham Road, what's good? Crazy Eddie, what's good? Yeah, I'm out here. I'm representing. I be representing. I'm gonna keep up with these notes and I'm gonna get back to the article. Oh man, I hope he keeps that immortality, but I know it's temporary because he has grandkids. But then they do have it. They strong enough to put stuff through a wall made of vibranium and adamantium. Both them kids, both of them. So shout out to Marvel Voices, Legends for tying that knot up and everything like that. Steve's agreed. Which version of Claw's origin is canon and continuity? Preach to Hudlin. Because I really want to say Clark got an origin story to go back before then. Like, have we seen what? Do we know what? You see how we do that? We talk about Claw's origin story. Because I remember I remember reading Fantastic Four way before there was a Coast and a Hutton. I just see something here. I ain't saying, I'm just saying, I ain't saying, I'm just saying, I ain't saying, I'm just saying, like, I ain't saying I'm saying that. I'm just saying, like, I remember this dude. I remember this dude. Now, this dude been around for a minute now. That's all I'm saying. He been around for a minute now. So I'm just trying to see what's really good in the hood, because he been around for a minute. He been around for a minute. I don't think I think I saw him before Priest and Hudlin came on the scene, because I was a kid. You know, I don't think they was writing, because I low key think I got both of them beat age wise. So I'm just trying to see. Hold on, let me see something. Let me see something here, because I could be wrong. You know me, I ain't perfect. Oh, that ain't what I want. That ain't what I want. I mean, he been around since 1966. So I ain't, hey now, hey. Was it T'Challa rocking Panther eyes? Yes, he was, Jared. Yes, green eyes. That dude had cat eyes. If T'Challa is bad as Avatar, then he is above human but slightly beneath deity. This is facts. This is facts. KSF are out here, out there. They just need to use them items with that much power. Yeah, King Solomon's frauds. They out there. Come on, Theo. The side. I don't know how that, because I don't know. So and mind you, watch that. That be them generational things. That's the title of the video. That's one of the titles of the video. It's generational. Okay, so Peter's story is Peter's story. Peter's story is Peter's story, and Peter's story continues. It evolves. Miles Morales is part of the evolution of Peter Parker's story. That means something. Well, Dick, Jason, Tim, Damien. I don't want to leave out Barbara. That's all part of Bruce's story. And it's a continual evolution of Bruce's story. Now, I don't mean no harm, and I don't mean no disrespect to anybody, but damn. If you read comics, it ain't that damn hard. It's not that damn hard. I get you wanting to do your own damn thing and put your own twist on it, but damn, y'all not respecting the character. And I'm not trying to be, I don't want to be that person, but damn, you ain't getting long runs with the character. All y'all keep doing by and large is keep rebooting the damn character. And I'm talking to all of y'all. All of y'all. Every last one of y'all. Whether I like your story or not, all you're doing is rebooting the character from ground zero every time you do that. Any comic book fan knows that. And if you writing comics, you should know it. I know damn good and well you came in with Marvel's Avengers, Earth's Mightiest Assemble. I know, I can tell. Because you ain't revisiting nothing that came before that. And that's way too many of y'all. That's part of the problem with this character. It's the truth. And it's an uncomfortable truth. I could have did without looking at Eric Killmonger in another Black Panther comic for a minute. I could have. I didn't need to see him no more. That's the go-to guy. Y'all don't know how to write nobody else because you ain't trying to learn about no other characters. Oh, let me go write. Well, damn, who gonna write about Eric next? Is that the only damn character? Do you know how sick and tired people would be of the damn Joker if that's all Batman writers kept doing? Joker, Joker, Joker. Let me sprinkle in a little bit of Penguin. Come back right back to the damn Joker. You can't even build a relationship like that with generations that come after yours because all they know by and large is what the hell the latest writer wrote. That's it. What we revisiting Claw's origin story for? That damn character was good where he at. That character that showed up in the Frightful Four. What we retelling his story for? For who? For whose benefit? You can't write the character as is. You got to change it completely. And then you mean to tell me for a C-list character, I got 2 revisions? What for? What for? Mind you, if it's the civilian version, nobody gives a damn about that version. If he ain't got his red Speedo suit on, nobody gives a damn. And do you know why? Because those comic book fans are still living. They still living. They don't care. Put him back in his red Speedos. Thank you. Please and thank you. Please thank you. Well, we want him to look human. We're not MCU fans. We don't care about that. We don't care about that. When you give us Sandman, you either put Sandman in his khaki pants and his green striped shirt, or you put him in his supervillain costume. That's it. You don't want the straight Sandman? Not particularly. Not really. I don't. I take it, but that's not what I want. That's not what I want. And that's the problem. You got comic book fans when it comes to T'Challa, because they're generational and because of the way they keep treating this damn character, you can't get because I can sit back and see it now. You can't get Black Panther fans to focus on nothing. It's going to be Black Panther fans in 2 years that's going to swear Brian Hill's run was the 616, and they're going to say something stupid like Aurora and Eric were in a relationship. I know. They say this something stupid. And how many people say right now T'Challa and Aurora got a baby, right? So it just know this is what we finna get. And because we don't have a 616 story consistently driving, that's where we at. I'm of the mindset, and I like writing stuff a certain type of way, but I'm of the mindset, whoever takes over Black Panther next, start off with King Solomon's Frog. Erase every damn thing. Erase every damn thing from the other dude's run. Erase all that. Get rid of it. Give me a nice 2-3 issue story arc. Get rid of that. He's back on the throne. Now we can spin this story forward with him being a galactic emperor. Put him back. And I can't even believe I'm saying that, but damn, we put King Solomon's Frogs, we'll have you going back. Then we can bring Achibe back. Then maybe we can get some of the older criminals, the older villains, to interact with some of the newer villains. Hey, what we looking like? Besa takes on Malice? Is that it? And no. But wait. Malice takes on Malice. Salamander Crew. Can we get him? Imagine Salamander Crew, because we ain't never seen this before. Imagine Salamander Crew tangling with Hunter. Oh, wait, hold on, because we ain't got this one. Hunter comes home and is confronted by Shorty and T'Challa. Huh? Say what? Yeah. Imagine that. Or we get him out in the intergalactic empire. He is emperor. and have him get into it with the Shi'ar Empire. You know what? Y'all don't want to see Queen Mother Ramunda interact with Lalandra's daughter. Y'all don't want to see that? Because what is she? If he's the Galactic Emperor, ain't Ramunda sitting pretty? You know who we ain't seen in a minute? Come on, somebody. Oh, good God Almighty Jesus. You know who we ain't seen in a minute? We ain't seen Bass. Damn, she absent. Like, what y'all got going on? Like, before y'all even picked up a pen and a pad to write the comic book, y'all ain't hear us complaining about Bass missing in the MCU? Or did you not care? I'm a Black Panther fan. Yeah, I know. I like y'all. I do. I'm picking up what y'all putting down. But damn. Now I can't get no Bass. That's what we keep talking about. Who you listening to? And I'm talking to all y'all. It ain't one of y'all, it's all y'all, because y'all all keep making the same mistakes. Whether we like it or not, it's not good for the character. It is not good for the character's long-term existence nor popularity. You're doing more harm than good. Yeah, you getting your name out there, but what about the character? I like you. I want you to do well as a writer, but damn, I want the character to succeed too. And every damn time I turn around, y'all rebooting this character from ground zero, which is part of the problem. How in the hell Conan get damn near 200 issues in a volume and we can't get the same damn thing for T'Challa? If we can't get it for T'Challa, and this is what people missing, then you're not getting it for Wakanda. Thus, you're not getting it for any of them other characters that you call yourself caring about. This is some good coffee, by the way. I'm going to keep up with it. Oh, no, it's all good. It's all, listen, I be like, this man, just pick one and stick with it. Pick one and stick with it. Let me see. You see. Yeah, Shooty springing out that thing that also breaks continuity. If I was her, I would have wrote a 3-4 issue long lost sibling storyline explaining why she's been missing. Something. Facts. We have yet to see T'Challa truly grow as a character, as a king, as a man. I'm sick of that. If it's not a character study, it's a deconstruction. I just want a good story set. That even the sloppy storylines acknowledged with Spider-Man, Greater Than Clone Saga, One More Day, One Moment in Time. Say yes. Perpetually stunning T'Challa's growth is pitiful and piss poor writing, and that's what we doing. And I'm saying we because I just sit back and I just watch and I listen. It's easy to get confused on T'Challa, and it's easy to have different expectations. See, I might not agree with it, but I understand why, even though he's an emperor, folks like, man, he ain't on the throne, I don't want it. I get it. I don't agree with it. But that's when you came in. All the hype about him being a king. Well, when I got introduced to him, the hype around him was being a Black superhero who happened to be a king. Him being a king wasn't put first. It was a feather in his hat. So I get it. Which is crazy because folks saying they need him back on the throne. You're saying, Miss Pam would tell you to be careful what you say. You're saying this character means nothing to you unless he's on the throne. You don't want it to come out like that, but that's what you're saying. You're not going to be satisfied unless the character's on the throne. Okay, well, then the character don't mean nothing to you unless the character on the throne. Because she's not writing a bad story. Could it be better? In my opinion, yeah. But she is paying homage to the past. She is. So I'm not going to act like that. The thing is, even with that, she's writing her own story. It's a great story. Not a bad story. I got Kavisu Ma. But watch this. If I got Kavisu Ma, isn't that a secret from Wakanda's secret past? Like, is T'Challa not finna look at this dude? Should he not tell him about his great grandfather and tell it? Come on, somebody. Thank you, Shorty. Thank you, Dr. Eve. You see, this tied right on up in a nice little knot. See how we just did this? I said it, but she just confirmed it. That's his great granddaddy. You still mad? You still mad? See how far she just took his timeline back? All you need for somebody else to do, and I guess it'll be the next writer, is to tie him telly up to somebody else. That'll be, and we already know, if you read Fantastic 452, right? T'Challa is Bashinga's descendant. Allah, Bashinga is T'Challa's ancestor. Allah, direct bloodline descendant. Allah, Roman Reigns and The Rock. See how we doing all that? Yeah. So what we got to say about T'Challa? Oh, okay. Okay. It's always been about T'Challa. Yeah, going forward, going backward, it's about T'Challa. I know you don't like it, but you know what? Some folks don't like the fact that they got to go to work tomorrow. Guess what? Go to work tomorrow. Just cause you don't like it, don't mean it ain't true. So yeah, that's where I'm at with it. I get it, understand it. From Marvel to Dark Horse, Conan has been written in character for decades. Boy, look here. Hey, Mr. Theo. Ronnie says, hey, Mr. Theo B. Well, I'm glad I switched one of my two villains in the latest comic book that I'm right, because I was going to use. And here's the thing. I like Eric Killmonger spinning forward, because low-key you done had this dude stuck in the same character since he came out. And I low-key, I wouldn't be a bit surprised if Eric Killmonger started sounding like Michael B. Jordan. I'm just gonna be honest with you. He gonna start. He gonna be that cool dude. He finna be that cool dude, because I see it. I know it was issue 1. I know it was issue 1, Mr. Brian here, but I see it. Now don't get me wrong. He put some strength on T'Challa too, but Eric finna be that cool dude. He is, and mind you, I get it. I get it. That was the appeal of the character in the movie. He was cool. So I get it. It's CB Cebulski and crew with this foolishness. Linear storytelling is needed. And I don't know. I don't know. I can't figure it out. I would like to figure it out. I would like to know. I don't know. I just went, and that's why I say it pays to read. It pays to read. Like, if that's your character, follow your character. Follow your character, whether you want to or not. That way people can't pull the wool over your eyes in regards to your character. And shout out to Mr. Ray Smith. Shout out to D Real. Like, y'all rock with me and everything. I appreciate it, but I ain't gonna lie. I just research all the time. Like, I research all the time. Like, I that's crazy. That's crazy. And mind you, I don't mind researching, because when we were preparing for our how can I put it? Our Inspector General visits in the Marine Corps, everything had to be squared away, from the paperwork to the floor work. Everything had to be squared away. So researching and dotting I's and crossing T's has always been a guilty pleasure of mine. And it's a lot there. It's a lot there. It's a lot there, and it's not fair that we have not even we ain't even got off the top layer in regards to this character. Like, that is the sad part. There is so much going on with this character, and bear in mind, this character is in charge of a nation. And if you go back and you research Baz, she don't hold him accountable for just Wakanda. She hold him accountable for the continent of Africa. Think about that for a second. How many stories we missing out on that they could have used to flesh out not just T'Challa, not just Wakanda, but other characters in Africa that could have been brought so they don't have to push a damn agenda like what they're doing right now. Like if you think about it, with T'Challa Bass holding him accountable for Africa, Hunter's missing. And when I say missing, he's not in the Black Panther comic book. Kevin is missing. Kevin Cole, he's missing. Okay, Shuri's been relegated to the background. I don't think that's fair. I know some people feel some type of way about Shuri, but considering who she is, her significance to Wakanda as the griot, she's been relegated to the background. Okay, well, we did away with the Hatut Zadaze, and I'm thinking more than anything else, that was an MCU influence because they wanted to empower the women. You can empower women without depowering men. You're low-key saying the only way you can empower women is if you depower men. The only way you can empower men is if you depower women. That is the most sexist attitude, period, regardless of how you look at it. You should be able to do both. If you can't, you don't need to be writing, directing, being executive over anything. It ain't that difficult. It's not. Well, you got the comic books. So you'll have a Black Panther comic book fan now who's a generational fan, gonna like what see no significance in the Hatut Zadaze. And really, how much significance can you see in the Hatut Zadaze if they ain't showed up in the film? They didn't show up in, well, that garbage that Ridley gave us, that was that. They ain't really do anything in Colt's run either. They MIA and Eve Ewing's run. What are we doing? What are we doing? They right there. We really didn't use them doing Mayberry's run. We really didn't use them doing Priest. I mean, say doing Hutland's run. What are we doing? The characters sit right there. They thought enough to give us a damn action figure. Hell, low key, I really want to say action figure collectors then fleshed out Wakanda better than the comic book has, and that's crazy. Because we working with limited characters. We didn't have to customize some characters. But I'm really getting the feel of it that Black Panther action figure collectors have done a way better job of fleshing out Wakanda than either the MCU or the comic book company. That shouldn't even be possible. That shouldn't even be possible. Mind you, I'm saying that and I'm going to buy Blood Hunt. I'm interested in it. But what you going to do after Blood Hunt? Mr. Sabowski, what are you going to do? You're going to start to check. Because what volume is this? Volume 10? Legacy issue 221. You not ashamed of that? I want you to think about that for a second. Volume 10, issue 221. This me finna be petty as hell. It is. This me finna be real petty. So really, T'Challa get 22 issues of volume, because that's what it boils down to. 22 issues of volume. That's ridiculous, dude. You know what that is? That's a new volume every 2 years. I want you to think about that for a second. Why does it need to be a new volume every 2 years? Why they not consistent? Why? mheroes at marvel.com, okay to print. mheroes at marvel.com, okay to print. CB Sabowski is on Twitter. He is at him. You're a Black Panther fan. I'm a Black Panther fan, and we all Black Panther fans. We're not asking for anything that any comic book fan wouldn't want themselves. We're not asking for anything crazy. We're just asking for our character to be cared about. That's all. We're asking for our character to get treated the way other characters do. That's all we're doing. We're not overcooking the grits here. We're not. But if you sit back and you read comics and you sit back and from afar and watch stuff, you get an opportunity to see how stuff move, and you get to see why it moved that way, and you be able to speak on it after sitting back observing it for some period of time. Well, if you've been rocking with this character, like I've been rocking with this character at the very least, there's nothing that I've said tonight that has surprised you. You just thought you was the only one thinking it. you just thought you was the only one thinking it. That's all that is. To be fair, Hutler's Run came out around the time of House M. Yeah, absolutely. From Marvel to Dark Horse Canon has been, yep. No experimental fresh takes there. That's what M Heroes is for. We got to be absolutely. Hey, Mr. Theo, T'Challa to me don't need to be on the throne, but he needs to be a king and a great superhero. Makes me happy. I believe like this. Like I said, going back to that. Like I said, I didn't need for him to be the king. I didn't, because stuff that he does that I like ain't really him he ain't on the throne or conducting himself like a king when he does it. More often than not, he's the superhero that knows he's a king. He conducts himself like a king, and he's a king wherever he go, and that's how he been. So that's what I was more enamored with, as opposed to his kingly duties and his kingly responsibilities. But I understand it being a talking point, a sore point, especially when you look at how disrespectful Ridley's whole run was. So yeah, I like the storytelling of Eve Ewing, but to me, for the sake of the character, just so we can go ahead and move forward, because we keep doing stuff over and over and over again, I got to introduce some new, put him back on the throne, use King Solomon's Frog. That solves part of it, because that's a payoff to something that took place back in the day, that gets rid of that nasty, filthy taste out of everybody's mouth in regards to John Ridley. Like I would love for somebody to say, yeah, do that, Marvel, CB Cebulski. We don't that's got to go. That's got to go. I can't even based on the book, his character has a beginning, middle, and when he becomes king, comics fill in the blank. Yep. Facts, these Steves. What's going on? My mentor, Mr. Ray Smith, my elder, Mr. Ray Smith, is in the build. Thank you so much. I've been reading the comics, and I would like for the individual who's talking about T'Challa's continuity to tell me about Anton Pretorius. I don't know if y'all know who Anton Pretorius is, but I'm going to tell you. He kidnapped Queen Mother Ramona. He did. He had her for a minute too. he had her for a minute. He had her for a minute. He did. I'm just gonna say, he had her for a minute. And before anybody just respond to what Mr. Ray Smith said, if you have not read that storyline, please ingratiate yourself in it first before responding. Read that. Read that, because if you think you know, that ain't good enough. You better know before you say something, because he know. he know. Writers have played around with those stories a bit, but Conan is still written the same. He is. That's a controlling strategy. We'll give you this one, but we will not allow you both characters. Exactly. They only want us to do that with us using empowering our sisters as a cover for depowering men. If we complain, we'll label misogynist. You know what? And I'm like this. Somebody said to me a couple of years ago when we were talking about Wakanda Forever, Black Panther 2, watch what I say. And I'm like, grown ass man. I'm gonna say what I mean, and I'm gonna mean what I say. If you choose to get offended off of what I said, that's you making a conscious decision. But I wish somebody would try and paint me as a damn Messiah. I done done more for some of the women. I done done more for the women in Wakanda than some of the women that claim they like women in Wakanda. Put some damn respect on my name. That's why I be like this. Until somebody do something for Shorty that I and Mr. Ray Smith then did. And I'm saying that to Shorty supporters that want to say we don't like women. You got to at least, for me to have a conversation with you who claim that I don't like women, for me to have a conversation with you, you got to do at the very least what I've done for all the women in Wakanda, writers included. If you ain't done that, I don't want to talk to you. You know, you ain't done that. I don't want to, and I'm not going to. I don't even take the MCU seriously anymore. What's the MCU? Anyway, I don't even take the MCU seriously anymore. They don't know what they're doing when it comes to the cat. Listen, I'm just gonna let them be great. I'm gonna let them be great. I'm gonna let them be great. After all, I think the biggest change from House of M was there was less than 200 mutuals. Facts. I'm gonna let them be great. Professor Film is in the building. What's going on, Professor Film? Hello, Mr. Smith. I wish John really from the Black. mheroes at marvel.com. Okay to pray. What is that? Come on, yo. That's what the MCU stand for, the mediocre. I'm at step one on getting the real Shorty myself. Listen, I see stuff, and it's one of those things where if I could give my brothers and sisters strength, when you just sit back and you just observe stuff, it allows you not to get caught up in the rift. And I believe there's more things that we could be doing that move the needle forward in regards to the character. It's a lot going on. Like I ain't trying to be funny, but it's a lot going on. There's a lot of fleshing out. There's a lot of backstory. Just think about what I just said. This character is Legacy 221. The volume is coming to an end on issue 10. Do you really think you know everything in regards to Black Panther? I know I don't. I'm just gonna say it like that. I don't know everything to Black Panther. And if the goal is to grow interest in the character, right? Grow popularity in the character. Well, to me, the way you get that is by telling people how interesting the character is. Well, you can't tell people how interesting the character is if you don't have the knowledge. Well, I'm here to tell you, this is an interesting ass character. Like Bass' story is interesting in and of it damn self. And shout out to the brother. He told me to use Bass' two sisters and everything like that, Sekhmet and Moffat or something like that. Sekhmet and Moffat. I'm gonna use those for Bass' sisters. But do you know? And then if you add Kaluna to the mix, do you know what type of story you got? You got Bass, her four sisters, Sekhmet, Moffat, and then you got the evil one, Kaluna. Well, why Kaluna ain't got no avatar? And I know people want to say it's Eric, but honestly, if we were to think about Eric's road to redemption, there's actually an avatar. And there's also a goddess out there that's suited for Kevin. Can't even get them. Now, how did I get them? One, I care for the character. All of them, to be perfectly honest with you. But then go back where it starts. Well, who's the goddess over Wakanda? It's Bass. And if you don't know nothing about Bass, you're not gonna be able to tell a solid story that's consistent with who she is as a goddess. Now I know why the resurrection altar is in place. Like, and that's crazy because all you had to do is go back and look. It's either the claws of Bass or whatever, the eye of Bass or the claw of Bass. That's where we getting the resurrection altar from. Somebody got the necklace of Bass. You got somebody trying to look like Bass. She-Hulk had that going on. There's so much stuff right there, and we can't get it. We can't get it. Now, I'm not going to forget Kavisi. Dr. Eve Ewing, thank you for that. I'm not going to forget Kavisi. But Kavisi is just somebody else I have to remember. It's not a character that I necessarily would have been impressed if I didn't get. I got him telling. I'm loving it. But there's some other characters out there. Ain't nobody gonna do nothing with them. Because if I like your run, Dr. Ewing, and I do, and I like Brian Hill's run, and I'm thinking I will, and I like Blood Hunt, look like it's gonna be pretty exciting. I like Ta-Nehisi Coates' run. I did. I like both of them, but that's just me. Did not like John Ridley's run. Well, if I like y'all runs, and y'all runs don't do anything with the older characters, and nobody's talking about the older characters, what's the likelihood I'm gonna get another writer that's gonna do the same thing y'all been doing, just giving me a brand new character and not doing nothing with the ones that's already done? What's the likelihood? Real good, real high. That's not what we're doing with anybody else's character. You can give me the Ghostmaker in Batman. You can. You still gonna give me a story with Selena Kyle. It's gonna be a major storyline. You're still gonna give me a major storyline with the Joker, and you're gonna take that opportunity to introduce somebody else. What's called sidekick, smart kick, smart aleck or something like that. Punchline, something like that. I think that's her name, Punchline. And you're gonna use her to engage with Harlequin, his former sidekick. See how you do that? But I still got the Joker. And then you're gonna introduce another potential vigilante. Was it Clown Killer? You got him there, right? Then you're gonna give me Signal. You got him. You see how they doing that? But I still got Dick involved. I still got Barbara involved. I still got Commissioner Gordon involved. I still got Damian involved. They're gonna give me the Penguin. You're gonna bring him back. How long has Penguin been around? Who's the new character? Punchline. Who's the new character? Clown Killer. But I got established characters there too, though. Y'all can't do that with T'Challa, and that's the damnest thing to me. You either can or you won't. And I know y'all look at me like, damn, boy, you read Batman like that? I told y'all, I'm a comic book fan. If Batman is y'all, yeah, I keep up with Bruce. Yeah, I keep up with Bruce. I keep up with Bruce. I keep up with quite a few comic book characters. Speaking of keeping up with comic book characters, let me do this before I get on up out of here and everything like that. There, it is 8:15. As I said before, I know today is Sunday. I really wasn't planning on doing this live and everything, but what got me to do this live tonight was I read Black Panther 9. Love it. I absolutely love it. Dr. Ewing, once again, you got me. You got me. I can't speak for nobody else. I like what you did with that. But then I started looking at message boards. I started looking at message board. Then I read the solicit for Black Panther. My brother D Real had read it and everything like that, but ain't nothing like putting your own eyes on it. And when you put your own eyes on it, you start comparing it to everything you read everywhere. You just lay it out on the table. Be like, oh, okay. I see what we got going on. I'm not necessarily a fan of it. Honestly, truth be told, if we're doing this the way we did it back in the day, there are those of us that have been reading comic books long enough to know this. Blood Hunt should have just been a tie-in. Black Panther 11, Black Panther 12, Black Panther 13. Those should have been Blood Hunt titles. And then we should have came right back Black Panther 14. Let's keep the party rolling. We've done that before. We've done that before with Crisis on Infinite Earths, Crisis, Infinite Crisis, Final Crisis. We've done that. If I'm not mistaken, they just did that over in DC. What was it, Beast World? What we got going on? It's not that hard. It's not that hard. But let me get y'all caught up and everything like that. Let y'all know what we got, what I have on tap for the Rock With Me Nation. Shout out to my brother D Real and everything like that. I keep telling y'all I'm bringing y'all comic book reviews, right? I be trying to. So we do have Marvel Voices. We do have Magneto. We do have Rise of the Powers of X. And shout out to my comic book store, Fallout Comics. They blessed your brother today because I low-key be feeling some type of way when I can't bring stuff to y'all a certain type of way. So we are following the X-Men. So we do have to bring y'all this one. Just picked this up today. This is the Fall of the House of X. So we will definitely be tying that because we got Fall of the House of X 2. We got that going on and everything like that. And we got Harriet Tubman. And shout out to my brother D-Real. So you ready? Y'all might make life easy for me. Maybe I put it up to the Rock With Me Nation. What should I drop first? What comic book review? Okay, I know Black Panther. Don't do that. Black Panther. What we looking for next though? Let's do it. We in here. We in here. I like this. We rocking with each other. Tell me the order. I got right now. I know Good God Storm well. I know y'all like Theo. Drop that Black Panther. Drop that Black Panther. So we got Black Panther. We got Black. What else we got? We got Icon and Rocket. I'm gonna say Icon versus Hardware. We got Static. We got Exile, Wesley Snipes, and everything like that. Okay, say Night Thrasher. Okay, we got Night Thrasher. We got Night Thrasher. Okay, so we got Black Panther, and we say we want Night Thrasher. Okay, we say Black Panther and Night Thrasher. What we got next? What we got next? Listen. I'm here for y'all. Y'all, I'm like Drew Hill over here. Tell me what you want. Tell me what you need. Yeah, tell me what we got going on. From my perspective, this whole ignoring continuity really started in the 2000s. Every 5-10 years, something in the character's history changed, especially after the MCU popped off. This is true. True. My elder, Mr. Ray Smith, says that's what they used to do. We had Operation Galactic Storm and Blood Thunder tie-ins, just to name a couple from the 90s. Absolutely, we sure did. We sure did. And I don't think it was that hard to keep up with it. No need to be made to tie in together. True. Good night, guys. Take care, Afro. Thank you so much for stopping by. Thank you so much for stopping by. Zach, thank you so much, Mr. Ray Smith. The scattershot approach to the characters of the Black Panther is the reason why people can't get into the character the way he deserves. They need to tie it all. Together. Let me see here. What we got? Rage, put it in Night Thrasher, Lord Hemmer's. Listen. So if we get the Night Thrasher, we go ahead and drop that. We can go ahead and put our Night Thrasher, our New Warrior comic, our New Warrior action figures up and everything like that. So Blade, we got Black Panther. We got Black Panther, Night Thrasher, and Blade. So that's how y'all want. What else we got? We got some good stuff now. We got some good stuff. So we know for tomorrow, we dropping 3 for sure. We got Black Panther, Night Thrasher, and Blade. That's what y'all good. God almighty, y'all what y'all asking for. Okay. What else we got? What else we got? Mr. Brian Hill is looking at me like, yeah, you slacking on Blade, ain't you, Theo? I know. It's a lot going on, Mr. Hill. It's a lot going on. There's a lot going on. There's a lot going on. But yeah, so we got Black Panther, we got Night Thrasher, Blade, huh? Okay. Blade. Avengers team. Y'all don't know what y'all asking for, but I got you. Y'all low key don't know what y'all just asked me for, but I'm picking up what you're putting down. I'm gonna make it do what it do. I'm gonna make it do what it's gonna do. I just want y'all to understand what y'all asked for. So when I do this, because y'all asked for this, y'all did. So when I do this, I need them likes on there. I need them views on there because I'm finna do it. Y'all asked for this. Y'all asked for it. I believe in giving the people what they want. You got to give the people what they want. So we're gonna make it do what it do. But yeah, that's my time. What we at? 1 hour, 19 minutes. I ain't gonna keep y'all long. It's Sunday. I clearly I got a lot of content to consume. So We're gonna make it do what it do. Listen, that's my time. Y'all know how we get down, right? About to get up out of here. Y'all know what age group we in and everything like that. So take care of yourself. The goal is to talk to you, not talk about you. So take care of yourself. In the meantime, in between time, like, share, subscribe. I ain't saying, I'm just saying. Peace.